Welcome to Burns Hustles, where we turn side hustles into cash. Are you new to Airbnb hosting and want to avoid common mistakes that could derail your success? Then you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to navigate through the world of Airbnb hosting, exploring the top 5 mistakes new hosts often make. If you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. From pricing to communication to cleanliness, we've got it all covered. And no, we won't stop there. We'll also dive into the nitty-gritty of local laws and regulations and the importance of taking guest feedback to heart. Understanding these pitfalls is not just about avoiding negative reviews or conflicts with guests. It's about ensuring a successful and profitable hosting experience. It's about transforming your space into a haven for travelers far and wide. It's about becoming the best host you can be. So, without further ado, let's dive into the first common mistake. The first common mistake that new Airbnb hosts often make is incorrect pricing. This might appear to be a simple matter, but in reality, it's a delicate balancing act that requires careful consideration. Setting the price too high can deter potential guests. After all, who wants to overpay when there are countless other options available at a click of a button? Your home may be lovely and in a prime location, but if the price isn't right, guests may choose to stay elsewhere. On the flip side, setting the price too low can devalue your property and attract the wrong type of guests. If your listing appears too cheap, potential guests may question its quality or safety. Moreover, a low price can attract guests who are more interested in a bargain than respecting your space. So how can you avoid pricing incorrectly? The key is to research comparable listings in your local area. Look at properties that offer similar amenities and are in a similar location to yours. This doesn't just mean looking at their nightly rates. Consider their occupancy rates, their reviews, and any extras they offer, like free parking or breakfast. When setting your price, also take into account the unique value you offer. Perhaps you provide a personal touch that other listings don't, like a custom city guide or a welcome basket full of local goodies. These unique offerings can warrant a slightly higher price, but remember, it's all about balance. Seasonality should also factor into your pricing strategy. If your area sees a surge in tourists during a particular season, it's only logical to increase your rates during this time. Conversely, during slower periods, you might need to lower your rates to attract guests. And lastly, be flexible. Monitor your booking rates and guest feedback. If you're fully booked months in advance, you might be able to increase your price. If you're struggling to attract guests, consider lowering your price or improving your offering. Remember, your pricing strategy can make or break your success as an Airbnb host. So take the time to get it right. Your wallet and your guests will thank you. The second common mistake is poor communication with guests. So, let's dive into the nitty-gritty of this crucial aspect of hosting. Communication, my friends, is not just about exchanging words or messages. It's about building bridges of understanding, setting clear expectations, and providing a seamless, enjoyable experience for your guests. Imagine this. Your guests have arrived after a long flight. They're tired, and they're looking forward to a relaxing stay at your place. But oh no, they're having trouble with the lock on the front door. They reach out to you, but you're not immediately available. The delay in response can lead to frustration, and guess what? That's not the best start to their vacation, is it? This is just one example, but there are countless situations where prompt, clear communication can make all the difference. Be it guiding guests on how to use the amenities in your property, answering their queries about local attractions, or simply being there to listen if they have a concern, every interaction matters. Now, what happens when communication isn't up to par? Well, it can lead to negative reviews. And let's face it, in the world of Airbnb, reviews are king. They can make or break your reputation as a host. A single negative review mentioning poor communication can deter potential guests from booking your property. And with a lower booking rate, your dream of running a successful Airbnb business can take a hit. So, how can you avoid this pitfall? It's actually quite simple. Be responsive, be clear, and be proactive. Answer your guests' queries promptly. Provide them with all the necessary information up front, and don't wait for them to reach out to you with problems. Check in with them from time to time to make sure everything is going well. Remember, your guests are your customers, and good customer service always pays off. Effective communication is key to building a good reputation and attracting repeat bookings. It's not just about avoiding negative reviews or maintaining a high booking rate. It's about going that extra mile to ensure your guests have a memorable stay and keep coming back for more. The third common mistake is neglecting cleanliness in your Airbnb property. I know, it seems like a no-brainer, right? But you'd be surprised how many hosts overlook this crucial aspect. Cleanliness is not just about making beds and dusting off surfaces. It's about providing an environment where guests feel comfortable and safe. It's about showing respect for your guests and understanding that they've chosen your place to relax, unwind, and feel at home. Imagine, if you will, checking into a hotel room only to find stained sheets, a musty smell, or a grimy bathroom. Not a pleasant picture, is it? Well, the same principle applies to your Airbnb. If a guest walks into a dirty or poorly maintained property, their impression of your place takes a severe nosedive, often resulting in negative reviews and a decrease in future bookings. And let's not forget, word of mouth travels fast, but it's not just about avoiding the negatives. Maintaining a high standard of cleanliness can also yield positive results. A clean property can lead to glowing reviews, repeat bookings, and even recommendations. So, how can you ensure your property is always up to scratch? First, create a thorough cleaning checklist. This should cover everything from the basics like vacuuming and dusting to more detailed tasks like cleaning the oven or washing the windows. Second, consider hiring a professional cleaning service. Yes, it's an extra expense, but the investment could pay off in the long run if it helps secure more bookings. Lastly, inspect your property regularly. Don't just rely on your cleaning crew's word. See for yourself that everything is in order. Remember, cleanliness is not a one-time task. It's a continuous process, a commitment. It's about ensuring that every guest who walks through your door feels valued and welcomed. It's about taking pride in your property and showing your guests that you care about their comfort and their experience. A clean and well-maintained property is essential for providing a positive guest experience and securing repeat bookings. So, don't underestimate the power of a clean home. It could be the key to your Airbnb success. The fourth common mistake is not understanding local laws and regulations related to short-term rentals. Now let's be clear, this isn't just about dotting the I's and crossing the T's. It's about ensuring your Airbnb business is legit and above board. Think about it. Would you want to risk your hard-earned reputation, or even worse, face hefty fines or legal action? Of course not. This is why it's crucial to understand and comply with the local laws and regulations in your area. These rules can vary widely from city to city and from country to country. They may involve specific permits, taxes, safety regulations, or even restrictions on the type and number of properties you can list. But don't panic. This doesn't mean you have to become a legal scholar overnight. It means you need to do your homework, research your local laws and regulations, consult with experts if necessary, and most importantly, stay updated. Laws and regulations can and do change, and it's your responsibility to keep up. By doing so, not only will you be protecting your business from potential legal pitfalls, but you'll also be building trust with your guests. After all, a law-abiding host is a trustworthy host. Remember, ignorance is not an excuse when it comes to legal compliance. The fifth and final common mistake is ignoring guest feedback. Now, we all know that feedback can be a tough pill to swallow, particularly when it's negative. But here's the rub. Feedback, both positive and negative, is the compass that guides your Airbnb venture towards success. Imagine sailing a ship without a compass. You'd likely lose your way, and your journey might end in disaster. That's precisely what happens when you ignore guest feedback. You lose sight of what needs improvement, and you may find your bookings dwindling and your reputation taking a hit. Guest feedback is your eyes and ears. It offers a first-hand account of what your guests loved about their stay and what they believe could be improved. It's the most direct way to understand your guests' needs, desires, and expectations. When you take guest feedback seriously, you're not only showing respect to your guests, but you're also investing in the continuous improvement of your hosting experience. You're saying, I value your opinion and I'm committed to making your stay better. Ignoring negative feedback is like turning a blind eye to a leaky faucet. It might seem insignificant at first, but over time, it can lead to a flood of problems, resulting in decreased bookings and a damaged reputation. So how about we flip the narrative? Let's view feedback not as criticism, but as a roadmap to better hosting. Let's transform those pain points into points of growth. Always value your guests' feedback. It's a goldmine for improvement and growth. So, there you have it. The top 5 mistakes new Airbnb hosts often make. We've navigated the tricky waters of pricing, stressing the importance of aligning costs with the quality and location of your property. We've underscored the value of open, clear, and timely communication with your guests, a cornerstone of any successful hosting experience. The necessity of maintaining a clean and comfortable environment was also highlighted, as was the need to familiarize yourself with local laws and regulations, which can greatly impact your hosting business. Lastly, we delved into the importance of not ignoring guest feedback, reminding you that every comment is an opportunity to improve. Avoiding these pitfalls can pave the way for a successful and profitable Airbnb hosting experience. Remember, the key to success in Airbnb hosting is learning from others' mistakes and continually striving to improve your guest experience. Good luck on your hosting journey.